はい、始まりましたでしょうか。ケロロカメゲームズです。ということで、今日もお久しぶりですが、ストリートファイター6やっていきたいと思います。で、ここ6ってなってるの、今気づきましたね。また関係ないですけど。ということで、今日もストリートファイター6やっていきますが、まあやっぱ、飲み会続きでちょっと、いろいろ、なんかあと新キャラかな、なんか出たんかな。そう、飲み会続きでちょっと、ストリートファイターできなかったですけども、なまってるなまってないとかいうレベルまで来てないので、まあいけるでしょう。あれ、もう早速ね、ランクマッチ今日もやっていきますわ。そしてね、最近ね、もう仕事も早起き切り上げてから、8時ぐらいにはね配信して、ちょろっと1時間ぐらいやって終わるみたいな感覚でやってたんですけど、今日はちょっと、仕事が長引いちゃいまして、もろダッシュで帰ってきて今スタートしてますが、疲労がちょっと保っております。そういう言い訳もちょっと残しつつ、なんか今見つけ出せそうだったんだな。あ、これちゃうこれ遠い回し蹴りだ。見つけた。場所交代したんだから。マッチングエラー。もうストリートファイターやってる人少ないのかな、もしかして。マッチングダメだったけど、それはないか。さすがに発売して1ヶ月はそこらで。通信エラー。俺の回線が悪い、もしかして。いや、回線悪くてこんな落ち方せんか。なんかアップデートかなんかしたからあれか。ストリートファイターしっかりしてくれよ。おい、格ゲーヌでオッケー。またここからセッティングしていく。さっきのちょっと下回し蹴りの操作みたいな。こっちかな。これ、あ、これか。あ、これ強いぞ。あ、これ強いぞ。下でこっちね。まあでも結局なんだろう、強い技とかをやるよりはしっかりガードして着実な技を決めることが多分求められてるものだと思うんだよな。よいしょ、いいよ。これよいしょ。
Very nice anti-air there. They read their opponent like a book. Taking stock. Frozen. What's next? With the life gap opening up, they need to lean hard on their drive usage. Heading with the super arc connect, the super doesn't hit. The drive impact whiffs. Are they ready to punish? Jumps in. Great work finding the opening. A quick breather. They decide to hang back and rethink their Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
キャミ史上一番弱いんじゃないかこいつ。
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Pressuring the situation with the charge in.
戻ってきた。
Takes them all the way to the corner with that. Chases them into the corner and will now look to do some damage. And continues on the offensive. Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. The impact doesn't do Shinku Hadouken.
Shinku Hadouken.
Hits them with
a shot.
Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Knockdown and... Oh my god, they just choked it up! Can they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal? Changes the pace with the fireball. Knuckle wakes them up. The attack doesn't work. Excellent block. Player huge chance after that wall splash. Impact. Solid anti-air throws them away.
さすがに無理か。
This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
キャミ史上一番弱いとかなんかほざきどきながら一発しっかり負けていく。
A jump? This is gonna hurt. Up for the arrow. All the throw connects. Takes advantage of the hesitation and gets some good damage in return. Looking for a check. The drive impact doesn't work. Okay, here we go. Doing some quick planning? They're using a fireball to force a reaction. Fires without warning. Jump! Ooh, what a slap. Catches the perfect fireball. Oh, yo, rock.
うわー食らっていく。だがまあ残るだろうこれは。全然残るよ。
Super! That's what we want to see. Nothing stops this train. Player 1 has the super gauge and cross super hard incoming.
うわ。
They push their way out of the corner. Oh my god, they just choked it up. Finds the target. Excellent block. What are they gonna do? Chases them down.
うまい。うわーうまい。
No way they did that.
終わった。
It's over.
しっかり負けてるやん。しっかり負けてますやん。もういっちゃおう。ボコボコにしちゃうよもう。何？
Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but there's still time to feel out the situation. Keeping track of the opponent's movements, waiting for a good opening. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Can they survive this badly timed burnout? Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout.
一択かよ。
So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Oh, with the throw, takes a trip. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Player 2 and the throw ends the round.
マジでうざい。なんだこの戦い方。
Picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
一回だけじゃないか、カプテンの。
Everything up until delivers the pain right to the doorstep. Throws them to negate the block. That throw will do some good damage. Sneaks in above. What'll happen here? Jumps in. There's a chain. Fires off the Shinku Hadouken. Charges forward.
こればっかや。はい、ガードしてます。はい。
Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna going on the offensive? Can they
掴んでこなかった。
off of me? They just won't stop switching sides. Gotta do better than that. Shinku Hadouken. The super doesn't hit. Fireball into the corner. Flatlines him.
ダメだ。
Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build up.
もう俺ダメか、もしかして。ダメなんですかね。俺が悪いんか。キャミー。 弱。剣か。まあだからしっかりめやってこう。
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
考えてやってこう、ちゃんと。
仕方ないな。やるか。いい戦いになりそうだ。
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Low kicks are a no-go. There's a corner switch. Does not want to get stuck in the corner. Player one pushes the opponent into the corner. Opts for the throw. Was well in range to score the throw. Nothing but air for the impact. Lays on the pressure with the projectile. Are they trying to beat out the jump? Side switch. Now they're on the defensive. Taking stock. Player one creates a good corner opportunity. Can't tech the throw. Gets the knockdown, and now heading into the end game. Now it's getting tech, goes for the super arm. That's not perfect read to get the finish with the low attack. Player one hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round two. Fight.
Checking their reactions with a fireball. Are we going to see some fireworks?
竜巻旋風剣そんな弱かったの？
Big gamble and rips out a raw super. Player one had an impressive round while managing their drive game. They'll want to carry that momentum into the next round. All right, what's coming up next? Player one has the meter lead. What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management.
So.
Looking for a chance. Not much life difference. Hits them with a
Going in.
Overdrive or shoulder. Burnout activates. Sets up with the jump in. Excellent block. Amazing. Looking for a hole. The low kick hits. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
じゃあもう喋りとか今日はいいっすかね。もうとりあえずやっていいか。ちょっと今回集中させてもらうわ。そっからスタートだわ。なんか勝手にしゃべろうとか企むなよ。はい。うわ。まあもういい次からちょっと集中。もうぼーっとしてきた。
Gets the knockdown, and now uses a long-range attack there to zone them perfectly. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Player 2 is just about out of drive after that.
当たるそれ。
This is where things will get interesting as the damage starts to pile up on both fighters. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. All right, what's coming up next? The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Very solid corner switch. Knockdown. Player 2 needs to hold out until their drive gauge recovers. A quick breather. Who will capitalize big low attack to pick up the win this round?
冷静だった。
Player 1 hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
ゼノワさん、名前ゼノワさん、パックゲー強そうな名前しとんなおい。
Saw that coming. Who's going to start things off? Flashes hits them with a stopping bomb. Player 1 has the life lead. Can they use it? There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages. Burnout activates. Goes for the Shin Hashogeki. Player 2 might have just brushed that off and keeps going. They return to center stage. Jump knocked them out of the air. Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it. Player 2 has depleted their drive game, but they are still within range to win this round. They back down to regroup. This may be the final push. Just go for it.
来た。
They're using a fireball to
いつの間にか有利になってる。
looking for a
よいしょ。
the jump in attempt.
挽回していこ
Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go
う。見せていこ
all in
う。
from this point.
しっかり。
Who will come out on top in this final round? Perfect execution with the anti-air. Player 2 won out those close scuffles, and now they gotta have a plan for the next round. Can they stop this light lead? Rushes in. Shakes things up with a fireball. Blocks the low kick. Looking for a hole.
よいしょ。
Player seeing that show get needs to push forward. They gotta
あら、終わ
go.
ってなかった。
Down on life. They gotta make a move. Changes the pace with a fireball. Gets it to perfect fireball range. They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. Fireball pressure. Trying to wear down the opponent. Low heavy. Player 1
よいしょ。
judgment goes unpunished. Player 2 is a force to be reckoned with.
やらせてもらいました。おいや。こっからや。
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Creates an opening with a low heavy. Brushes off the impact. Checks them with the projectile. You know their fireball game is solid because they're only throwing it when their opponent can't jump them. Good anti-air. What are they thinking here? Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Absorbs the attack and fires back. Player 2 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Get right in there. Both fighters are trying to decide their next move. Takes a trip. Gets the counter hit throw. Player 2 in trouble with no drive. Moments of KO. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What
もう
else can
確
they
実
get
にで
away
も
with?
いい線いってます。相手クラシックやからな。
Are we going to see some fireworks here? Low heavy hits, mix up incoming. From up above, heats it up.
竜巻旋風剣全然ダメだな。
Player 2 has the life lead. Can they use it?
竜巻旋風剣全然ダメだわ。
But no one has dominated the fight. Looking for a chance. Player 1 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? Knockdown and brushes that off and keeps going. Player 1 experiencing burnout. The low. What'll happen here? No! Critical art now? Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Noticeable low heavy, but no go. Blocks the low flatline zone.
危ね
We're going into the final round tied up.
マジいい
Which
勝負
fighter
や。
has it in them to grind out the win? Gets the counter hit. They were expecting that drive impact. Uses the impact to shave off some of their drive gauge. Fakes out the low kick. Absolutely relentless. They return to center stage. Oh, here we go. Low heavy. Smart stuff, poking at that range to zone the opponent. Player 2 has got to work some magic with his limited drive. They are not getting close to each other. Target combo into. Quick kick in.
おっしゃ
Counter.
俺で
That's so sick. In a Shogeki. This could be make or break. Fireball pressure. Trying to wear down the opponent. There's a
ーマジ
burnout. Player 2 can't use any drive.
マジ
Gotta play it safe.
ガチガチ
Out of nowhere. Player
ガ
1
チ
is gonna be watching replays for this one.
これポイント減っていってんのか
They really took it down.
ガチシンプルなコンボがでも嫌いこいつも知らんわ
This is gonna be a
マーノン
five-star match. Get ready for history to be made. Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. The command grab doesn't make it. Nice managed door.
こっち系ねああこいつ
Waltzes in there and sweeps them off their feet. Their life is looking critical, and they can't rely too much on drive either. Beautiful setup with that attack. What a finish. Great read on the life gauge there. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until hits them with a stopping block? This Shin Hashogaki is gonna sting. Player 2 chases them down. Burnout activates. Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. Super clutch corners him. A quick breather. Fires off the Shinku Hadouken. The super doesn't hit. Big throw.
どうだ
What'll happen here?
投げ技返しはよ。
Needs to use their SA gauge to their advantage here. Big the counter attack connects. Great
はい
chance to
はい
take
はい
advantage of even the
まっとうな
smallest
竜って感じの戦い方ですよ。
This is a back and forth fight. Tensions are definitely high.
間合いえぐ
The last round, it hits them with a
間合いえ
stopping
ぐ
block.
こいつ
Get ready to be thrown to the side. Ooh, those buffed up throws are really impact
どっち
counter.
引き分け
That's so sick. Taps him on the toe. One leg is on fire now. Look at the damage. Player 1 is in a very good spot. Drive impact misses. There's a drive impact. Hugs nothing but air. What a finish.
クラシックかこいつ
Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us.
うまく入れば逃げやがったそう
Here comes a new challenger.
かわいい
How's this
な
match gonna shake out?
髪
It's
が
gonna be
髪
exciting
色
to
はね
see.
めちゃくちゃ可愛いんだけどね
始めようか。Round 1.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Checking their opponent.
みんなクラシックなんだが
Starts with a jump in. Plenty of time left. How's the match gonna play out? Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Lots of aggression from both sides. Almost had it, but he gets blocked. Drive impact is blocked, but takes a bite out of the drive gauge to apply some pressure. Tries to bait him with the projectile. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. Decides to puff up while they can. Just out of range for that throw.
なに
Player 2, this is gonna be bad news. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. KO! Player 1
They say,
takes
they
the
say.
round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight.
Starting off with fireballs right from the get-go. This round is so going on the offensive. Gets the jump in. Anti-air drops. They just said, get that jump in out of here. Delivers the pain right to their doorstep. You've got to be mindful of brushes that off and keeps going. Over this, Shin Hashogaki is gonna sting. What'll happen here? Attempts to break the stalemate with a fireball. Player 2 is not in a good place health block. Just goes for it at this range. A real test of nerves here. Even the slightest hit may end the round. They can't afford any mistakes. Who will set the bait at this range? Ooh, what a smart blow. Player 2 can't let this simmer. Reads the jump in perfectly. Drive impact misses. Any mistake here is gonna be fatal. What's it gonna be? Both of them back off. They may be preparing for the final exchange.
おいこれどうなる
For the ages. They don't have any leeway to make a mistake. Someone's gotta make draw super hard incoming. Lots of distance here. Who's baiting who? They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. Checking with the will this super hard do anything? Big gauge difference here.
どっちも損しないよねこれって別に
They both decide to ease the tension and back off. They back down to regroup. This
あ向こうはたまんのか体力下の
want to pull the trigger so badly. They don't have any leeway to make a mistake. Someone's gotta make a move. Both of them
これがモダンだぜ
may be preparing for the final exchange. They are not getting close to each other. No way, that win wasn't luck. That was 100% planned.
え、そんなやられ方、そんなやられ方ある。
Knocked him out of the air. This is, ooh, what a smart blow.
めちゃくちゃ溜まってるぞ。
With a slight, it reads the jump in perfectly. Not looking good. The corner's a bad place to be. Going wild with the throws in the corner. Oh man, absolutely relentless. This is gonna hurt. Kotugeki to the face. Sets up with the jump in. Noticeable life. Oh my, the protect. They gotta go. Flatline zone. Player 2 gets the win in a convincing
ス
fashion.
トレートで負けたね、最後はもう。逃げるんだが、毎回みんな。そんな変な戦い方してます？回し蹴り。ああ、こっちの方がでもまだ戦ってる気がするわ。さっきの投げ技のやつよりは。
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match. Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Checks with the projectile. Goes for the throw. Was well in range to score the throw. Lots of aggression from both sides. Opts for the throw. Steps in for the throw. Throws them to negate the block.
まあその間合いだったな、今のは完全に。
Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. The jump in cat goes for the super arm.
うわ、
What's their game plan here at this critical stage? In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes.
こいつ波動拳弱いぞ。
Where is their opening? What'll happen here? The counterattack connects.
こいつ波動拳全部食らうぞ。
Advantage of even the smallest opening. Player 1 wins the first round and is now riding a huge wave of momentum. Immediate jump in. The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Brushes that off and keeps going. Overdrive a Shogeki for more damage. Going in, experiencing burnout. Player 1 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. A quick breather. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? They can't squander this punish counter chance. A super art?
うわー、あ、モダンだね。モダンの動きだ
Last
ね。
round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point.
ちゃんと狙ってくるんだもんな。
Open. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Were they baiting them into that? Hits them with a stop and block. A Shogeki. This could be make or break. What will they do next? What now?
Wow.
More fuel to the fire.
Okay.
Pump them up. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Kotugeki to the face. Nothing stops this train. They can't use drive.
もうこいつ何回打ってくんの？
Okay, here we go. Player 1 is looking at a grim situation with burnout. Drives in fact misses. Well, overhead. Lifts them with a knee and brings them down.
ガチか。
Take a seat. Player 2 and eats it.
間違えた。ボタンミス。ボタンミス。くそー。今の一回掴めてたら違ったぞ。いや、もっと圧勝しないとダメなんだよ。おい、落ち着な。逃げるな。全員逃げるんだけど、なんで？なぜですよこれ。変わったキャラ使うやつ本当おらんよな。
This is gonna be a 5-star match. Get ready for
てか
history to be
竜
made.
使う人自体少なくない？もしかして弱い？そんなことないか。さすがに。
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round.
よっしゃ。ラッキ
No
ー。
whiffs, and they get nailed with a punish counter. Player 2 can't let their drive gauge in. They need to find a way to reset the situation. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Knockdown. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy throw to tie the bow. They were stuck in the corner. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Oh!
どっち？
Were they baiting them into that? That's how you force your opponent to do what you want so you can get a punish. Scrapping it out, goes for the Shin Hashogeki. Can they keep on him? Player 1 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. Avoids getting stuck in the corner, brushes that off and keeps going. How can they steal this win in such a precarious situation? Drive impact misses! And they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal. Oh, no question whether this super art is going to kill or not. There it is! They
ストリートファイターじゃないです。
That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game
このゲーム
wins
ストリートファイターじゃないです。ドラゴンボールですか？
Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Let's see what these fighters have up their sleeves out of the gate. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Neither of them willing to back off here. Gets the jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. The jump in catches them. Knockdown. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Life lead is opening up, but that can still be overcome with smart drive beat. Takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Next hit will end the round. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be there's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
これはさ、ジャンプしても、あーね。
Immediate jump in. This round is so important. You can feel the intensity in the air. Got their eye on the air. Hits them with a stop and bomb. Took them to the corner and a flash. Good job here in giving themselves a chance to gain the upper hand. Player 1 holding on feng shui engine activation. They want to end this quick. Player 2 is working with a better baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Player 1 goes for the Shin Hashogeki. Cross up attack. Goes for the fireball, which is very strong at this range. Shakes things up with a fireball. They gotta go. Full it on the fireball. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point.
Fight round. Fight.
Opens with a fireball. Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here? Gets the combo. Anthony. Player 1 can't let this simmer. They gotta start. This can lead to some big damage. What now? What's this Shinju Hado gonna do? Nothing stops this train. This is gonna hurt. There's a drive impact. There's a burnout. Charges up the plasma. Oh, here we go. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? They gotta find something to work with here. It's the shot pays off. I've seen a lot of fights in my day, but nothing even comes close to
勝って
this.
たわ。逃げた。なんで逃げんの？ またや。同じやつじゃないか。戦い方見たらわかるか。 エラーです。入れてんのかな。あ、おかしなかった。通信状態が悪いってきたから危な。あ、竜だ。初めてじゃないか。
It's a mirror match. There's gonna be a lot of pride on the line for this one.
あ、色取られた。
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Tries to get a breather with a projectile. Denying them a breather there with a long-range fireball. We're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move, or you're going to eat tons of damage.
Nice.
What's the play here? Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. Player 2 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. The jump in is denied. Taking stock. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Player 1 takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. What'll happen here? Jumps in. One chance here may end this match. Both fighters are fires off the Shinku Hadouken. This is the time to use Fireball to what Thunder is drive impact.
Hi.
Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Starting off with fireballs right from the get-go. Dashes. Misses the drive impact. Handle with care. You can't drop drive impacts. Uses the target combo as a filler. Big throw. Going in. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Overdrive a Shogeki for more damage. Crowns him from above. This is gonna be bad news. Solar Plexus strike. What's next? Raw super art incoming. Shina Shogeki. This could be make or break.
Wow. まあ確かに最後の一撃ってなったらそれ狙ってくるわ。ちゃんと考えとこう。最後の一撃ってそうなる。
This is gonna hurt. Combo. Let's go. Close range crowns him from above. Low heavy. All the throw connects. That throw will do some good damage. They're in range. We gonna see a jump in? A dash? Charges up the plasma. Player 1 needs to take advantage. Anti-air in the clutch. The drive impact doesn't work. Reads the jump in perfectly. Jumps. Nice fireball. What's this Shinku Hado gonna do? Both sides getting ready. Player 1 may be able to pull a fast one, especially with the super. There's a drive impact. Flatlines them.
はい。 戦いやすい。
Player 2 survived that
竜ってこんな戦いやすかった。
match.
ここから20分はもう勝ち続けたい。
Stepping up for the rematch. Pokes with a medium kick. Checks them with the projectile. You know their fireball game is solid because they're only throwing it when their opponent can't jump them. The impact gets blocked. Drive impact is blocked, but takes a bite out of the drive gauge to apply some pressure. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Combo with the target combo. Gets the jump in. Knockdown. Projectile to try and change the situation. Neither fighter is willing to back down from this exchange. Changes the pace with an air dare. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Denies the low heavy. Burnout is triggered. KO.
はいはいはい。今のもろ。
Player 1 picks up the first
弱
round. That'll give
弱
them
流
psychological
すぎや、
advantage.
2人ともこれは。
This round is so important. You can feel the intensity in the air. Fires off the Shinku Hadouken. The super doesn't hit. Was looking for that jump attack. Going in. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Attempts to break the stalemate with the fireball. Overdrive a Shogun B for more damage. Their life is hanging by a thread. They gotta lean heavily on sets up with the jump in. What'll happen here? Can they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal? Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Not much movement, but the thinking caps are definitely off. Drive impact misses. The drive impact doesn't work. Digs in deep
いいね。
drive impact.
危ねえ。
With authority with that big punish counter.
ビッグバー。
We're going into the final round tied up.
ここはでもゲージ溜まってるから必殺技打ってくる可能性はあるね。
Open with the fireball. The last round. It's now or never. Close range projectile. Both fighters look to set things up as they continue to jostle for position. Impact squash. Excellent block to shut out the impact. They push their way out of the corner. Sets up with the jump in. What are they? Oh, yo! Rock super hit. Crimes them from above. What now? Nothing stops this train.
Yo, shot.
Push forward. Oh, here we go.
Safe.
Player 1 may be able to pull a fast one, especially with the super arm. Excellent block. Change things up with a fireball. Noticeable life lead. It's finishing. It's time to bust it out. Taps him on the toe. With the solar bat,
Okay.
combo finishes it. Player 2 survived that tense mirror match.
取り戻してきたかな。あ、間違えた。ストーリーとかしてたらマッチングしなくなるんじゃないの、さすがに。
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table. Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Stands firm and blocks the drive impact. Blocks the impact, but they're still pushed back. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move or you're going to eat tons of damage. Knockdown. impacts a no go. Goes for the super art?
OK
Taking stock. Anticipated that counter and blocks. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Rolls in.
OK
Player 2 picks up the
竜
first
巻
round.
旋風剣
That'll
弱
give
く
them
ね
a psychological advantage. Goes with the projectile for their opening shot. Bops him with a target combo. Hits him with a stop and pop. A Shogeki. And now, how will they manage their drive gauges? A quick breather. Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. Shinku Hadouken. Player 1 is not in a good place health-wise, but with the super art in play, it's still not over. KO!
あれ本当にルークか
Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can
本
build
当にモダン
themselves
ル
a
ークか今
streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Gets the jump in. Checks with the projectile. Jump in finds the mark. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in.
そのコンボ一
Sees
択
it
か
coming and blocks it out. Can they convert this punish counter opportunity into something? Misses the drive impact. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Burnout is triggered. Taking stock. Throws out a projectile. Jumps in. Can't tech the throw. Both sides. Fires off the Shinku Hadouken. It's a good spot to use the
うわ
super. Both Shinku Hadouken.
おうわお
Player 1
そうだよ
takes
こいつ
the
ジャ
round
ンプ
like
して
a
くる
thief
系
in the
なんだ
night.
よな
What else can they get away with? Goes for the jump in to start. Surprising uppercut. Just out of what's going on the offensive. Zones with the fireball. You know their fireball game is solid because they're only throwing it when their opponent can't jump them. Jumps in. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Both fighters planning experiencing burnout. Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Jumps up. Jumps, brushes that off and keeps going. Like solar plexus strike ends the round with a
Okay.
sick combo. Amazing. We're going
こいつの
into
ジャン
the
プ
final
癖は
round.
ね
Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
こいつのジャンプ癖はいいね
Blossom. Player 2 took that round comfortably. No need to bring out the big guns yet. That's a big gap. Burnout activates. Player 1 has fires off the Shinku Hadouken. The super doesn't hit. Looking to follow up after that. Nothing stops this train. Has a bit of OD spice. What's this Shinku Hadouken gonna do? What were they thinking? Player 1 is looking at a grim situation. Oh, yo, Rock super hit. They're in range. We got a punish counter sets the table.
ボタンにスマッシ
Put the
ュ
exclamation point on this and leads to some big damage. And whip. Their hit
Whoa.
is over.
やばい
Player 1
え
really had to
2回
fight
取られ
for
た
that one. No
連
shortage
勝取られた
of
よ連勝取られちゃっ
They're
た
still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Anti-air in the clutch. Zones with the fireball. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. Player 1 needs to use what little drive they have left effectively. They can open up this round big by converting this punish. Takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Player digs in deep to get that drive. Gets him. Player
ここや
2 picks
こんな
up
や
the
つ
first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Grabs him. Shinku Hadouken! The super doesn't hit! Risky up-close scrap still going. takes him all the way to the corner with that. Player one is in a prison.
いやーそっちか。
Brushes that off and keeps going. Uses the
気
target
持ちいい
combo
だろうな今のは。
going in. They just won't stop. Burnout activates. Uses the experiencing burnout. This is gonna hurt. Clutch, anti-air. Amazing. Are we okay?
こいつ
We're going into the final
格
round.
ゲー強くならんぞこれ
Which
いつまで
fighter
も。
has it in them to grind out the win? The last round. It's now or never. Throws a fireball. That feeling out phase is over. Time springs forward with the drive rush. There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. That's how you force your opponent to do what you want so you can get a punish. Player one needs to take advantage of this gauge disparity. What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. They're in range. We gonna see a jump in and pumps the brakes on the impact. Player one can't use drive anymore. What's this Kikuhano gonna do? Like there's a burnout. Both sides getting ready. Thinking cap overdrive Shoryuken. Dangerous range here. Close range projectile. Neither fighter is showing any signs of that. More fuel to the fire. Cook them up. Player one flipping the script with a turnaround super. Ugh, take a seat. Here comes the bump. Are you kidding me?
これだ。
Player one clinches
勝て
the
る気がしない。
win. But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that.
がっつり練習しないと格ゲーって上手くならんのかもしれんな。と思いつつ練習したいと思わないんだよな。なんだ今の波動撃波動拳じゃないやつ出たわ。やっぱクラシックで頑張るしかないか。
This is gonna be a 5-star match. Get ready for history to be made.
いい戦いになりそうだ。
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Checks with the projectile. Now they get pushed into the corner, where it's going to be very difficult to escape. Buy some time by driving them into the corner, and now they can create some big chances to do damage here. The super armor does its job. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Forcefully closes the gap. Got their eye on the air. Hits with the overhead. We're near the end of the round. Can either fighter pull a rabbit out of their hat here? The grab misses. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireballs. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. Adds a little super juice, gets it.
手加減なしな感じかっこいい今
On
の。
the board first with the win.
ただコマンド間違えただけ。
Round 2 Fight!
Immediate jump in. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? On Gensatsu. Brushes that off and keeps going. A Shogeki experiencing burnout. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. There's a change of sides. Cross up. A quick breather. Player 1 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. Life needed hits the drive. The super doesn't hit. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Knocked them out of the air. Only a little bit anti-air in the clutch. Gotta do better than that. Oh my god. Burns out. Here comes the corner pressure. Player breaks through
ウェ
with a
イ
throw.
そりゃそうか。
This is the final round.
スト0勢って書い
Expect
て
to
る
see some fireworks.
こいつだいぶ古参なはずかモダンだが
Harry connects. Medium kick hits. Impact squash. Excellent block to shut out the impact. Player 1 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it?
だいぶ攻略されてる。
Good from the great in this game is smart gauge.
波動拳と昇竜拳と竜巻旋風拳で戦おうとしてるのバレてる。
Off suspend the leader on the super. Player one can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. This is gonna hurt. What now? Saihasho. Solar plexus strike. They're in raw super art incoming. Okay, here we go. Player two has a full drive gauge but is on the brink of death. Oh, kisses the
あ、
fireball.
そんな長いんだ距離。
Player one really had to fight for that one. No shortage of drama.
こいつと戦ったらラストですね。あ、終わった。逃げられました。よし。終わりますかね。今日も久しぶりのストリートファイター1時間やってまいりましたけれども、やっぱり、下手くそでした。というか、多分ね、なまってるとかそんなんじゃなくて、本当にランク帯がね、ここちょうどいいランクなんだよね。自分と本当にドンピシャなランクで、ここから上がったらもう勝てなくなるし、下がって今トントンぐらいの勝率になるんで、ちょっとどうにかしないといけないなっていうところですね。違うキャラ使ってもこのランクまでで止まったんで、僕のランクはもう間違いなくここですっていうことですね。ということで今日はここで終わっていきたいと思います。アーカイブ YouTube に載せてるので、YouTube のチャンネル登録と TikTok のフォローよろしくお願いします。ということで今日はここまで。おつけろです。